Hi everyone, Luang here. Today I'm going to be doing my own sort of analytics report where I go through my YouTube studio, go through the analytics, and kind of look at the key learnings from the last few weeks. And by the time this video comes out, I'm guessing we're in the second half of January 2021. The purpose of this video today is where I'm going to go through my analytics, kind of look at the key learnings, kind of the important stuff that I've learned for the past 2 weeks, and hopefully anything that I learn might be useful for you as well. So we're going to go straight into YouTube Studio here. Firstly, what I should look at is content. So since the new year, I've posted, so January 2, 7, 9, 11, 15, and 16. So I've posted 7 videos, and we can see I've got one coming out, and it's scheduled to come out in about 7 minutes. So hopefully you guys have seen this one. But it's a great one where I talk about really awesome Korean dramas to watch. Now, if we look before this month, there's definitely not much content that I've done. We've got something in December 25th, something in December 1st, and sporadic, and a lot of stuff that's not even posted, just all private stuff that I didn't post. In terms of what I've been trying to do this month, I have really started to try to put out as much content as possible, maximum quantity, with reasonable quality, and as much efficiency as possible as well. So less bottlenecks, just for something that I can really just pump out and kind of try to generate as much data as possible. So the thing about my channel is I have released so many different types of videos over the years at such inconsistent times, at like, you know, 9 a.m., 9 p.m., or even months apart. So there's no real correlation. It's really hard for me to know what's working and what's not working. A big part of January's arc, I guess, is these 5 videos here. So we've got 5 reaction videos, and you're gonna notice that there's not much English in the title. In fact, I wouldn't recommend you watch these videos because they're all in Korean, and there was a very specific reason for this. So let's dig into this one here. This is for a song called Luang, and it's a Korean song. And basically I was planning to, this is essentially Australia versus Korea, my opinion versus my Korean friend's opinion, where we call and basically react to this video and react to the song and discuss the song. Very simple purpose, and something that is very effective in terms of creation. So anytime we do like a video call together, we could pump out 5 reactions in a day, and then I could just edit them over the next few days and pump these out, which is exactly what I've done. So for production effectiveness, they're fantastic. In terms of views, some are better than others. You can kind of see this one here. We've got 1,000 views, which is really good. You can see that I posted this video on January 7th, so 9 days ago, 10 days ago. It's got 1,000 views, and it's definitely the best performing reaction so far. Reason for this is this song is quite trendy. Now, in terms of timing, I posted this video a few days after it came out, so it's actually quite late, almost a week. But since this song is just continuing to be trendy and like popular, I think that I was able to ride that wave luckily, despite being late. Where if you kind of look at MCND here, this was a week late. And though that the real music video has like a couple million views, no one's really clicking on it. Definitely too late, I think, and just it's not trendy. It's not picking up as much traction as the other video. Same with the Cookie one. The main music video I think only has around 200,000 views, so there hasn't been much traction, and that was late as well. Victon, this one here. So I posted this a day after, or 2 days after, I think, that the music video came out. 300 views, quite good. I would say, again, it's not as trendy as the first video that has 1,000 views, but the fact that I was able to get there early means that I was able to get some traction and pick up on that trend while it was happening, which is really good. And yeah, if this band grows, I can't speak to how popular they are, I'm not quite sure myself, but you never know with reaction videos. You have to be willing to react to stuff that maybe you don't necessarily like, that maybe isn't necessarily that popular, but you're doing it because if it becomes a trend, you want to ride that trend. And you can't wait for it to become a trend, because if you wait, then the results might not work. So if you can kind of see these 2 videos, they performed quite well, and they are songs that were trendy and continued to trend quite highly and become quite popular even over time. So even though these 2 videos came out quite late, I was still able to get some conversion out of that. So imagine how much better it would have been if I did it earlier. Now, in terms of engagement, across the board, I want to just spend a bit of time on engagement here. So basically, so if you look at overview, Watch time is 30 hours for this video, which is probably the best one. Definitely not the average in terms of my other videos. But what this is kind of good for my mindset is, in order to monetize, I need 1,000 subscribers total, and I need 4,000 hours of watch time within a year. If you just do a bit of maths with your channel as well, like in order to get that 4,000 hour thing, I basically need 330 videos to perform this well, at least. So what this basically tells me is that in the future, I need my videos to do better than 1,000 views in order to hit that 4,000 video mark, 4,000 watch time, 4,000 hour watch time mark, because I'm not going to be able to pump 330 videos out in a year. And again, that's assuming that each view, you're getting 1,000 views per video, and those 1,000 views are essentially, I believe, 2 minutes of video, which is the case for this one. So you kind of see almost 2 minutes. So if I was to do it the same run rate, I need 330 videos to get monetized, and hopefully at least get 1,000 subscribers by then. I'm really trying to focus on getting this watch time up however I can. If you kind of see here, so I've got an intro actually in the beginning here, and I asked them, oh, have you heard of this song? Do you know much about this song? And it's kind of a teaser, and you can kind of see the views dropped drastically to 50%. And what were they jumping to at 14 seconds? Well, they jumped through the song starting. So this basically tells me that no one cares about my introduction. I should just jump straight into it. And you can kind of see, yes, the song, obviously people stop watching as the video goes on. So it's gradually going down, but obviously people are only sticking around for the video. And that engagement goes down the further along they get into the song, which is quite natural, I think, quite normal. And then once the song ends, this happens. So it dips all the way down to about less than 9% for the remaining 3 minutes of the video. So 1 in 10 people are still watching basically until the end for the last 3 minutes. So what that basically tells me about the engagement here is people just want to watch me react to the song. They don't care about the discussion at all. Only the real diehard fans, 10%, and they might just be leaving that video on by accident. And just listening to in the background. So you can kind of see here that when people are watching my reaction videos, they just want to focus on the song, see what I say during the song, not after the song, and leave. You can see next here as well we've got. So let's check if the results are the same here. Are people more interested on me talking about this topic? Maybe this song has a higher retention rate. You can kind of see here, again, we've got, so I immediately started watching the video in this one. But you can kind of see people, it's still dipping, and that's because this song has pretty much a 1 minute intro, and the song hasn't started yet. So this video has a 1 minute talking intro. But you can see once the song actually starts, it goes back up, and then slowly goes down, so it goes down as normal. Engagement went a bit up here, and then you can kind of see as soon as the song ends, we're back to about 10% on the watch rate here. So again, this is telling me a simple pattern, which is people don't care about what I say after. Am I still going to include content after? Sure. But I'm just not going to focus on editing it too much, because obviously those minutes after the song, those last few minutes after the song concludes, not many people are sticking around. So at the moment, maybe I'd want to increase that, that how many people are staying from like 10% to 20%, etc. But at the moment, clearly that's just telling me is like, the views are still coming, so it's still worth it. But I just need to not worry too much about the post-video talk, because people clearly aren't staying around for that. But you can kind of see that as long as I'm riding a wave, that will help me get at least some exposure to new people and get some views. And that's really important. So I'm going to try and still focus on that in the future. Reaction videos work, and I'm going to keep doing that. Reaction videos, I could honestly say that in terms of value, they don't really give you much. They're very shallow pieces. They're entertainment pieces. You react, and no one sticks around for the talk at the end. Maybe I'm boring, or maybe I don't give good insights. But essentially, you can kind of see that reaction videos are this very shallow product in a sense, and they're more for entertainment than for education. Now, I do want to kind of balance that out, because in order for this channel to grow, I've seen where reaction videos have 500 videos, 1,000 videos, and only a few thousand subscribers. And that's not really scalable nowadays, I think, in creating a really popular reaction channel. I also don't want to be just a reaction channel. So I need to make sure that though I'm reacting to stuff, I'm creating more content. So you can kind of see that in my newest video I'm going to put out. This one is a bit harder to put out actually compared to the reactions, but I think this kind of content is where I can create a bit more value, talking about, recommending things like songs, recommending things like dramas, even helping people with Korean language, with Korean culture, providing educational value, which is a little bit more longer term, even though Best New K-Dramas in 2021 January is not long term. Aiming to provide information is something that I hope is going to do me well in the future. And I think, you know, those have long-term gain, like how do you introduce yourself in Korean might not generate 1,000 views in a week, but hopefully it could pick up over time. And it's those pick up over time videos that always surprise you. I rarely get one of those successes. The racism one, I guess, is one of those over time successes that I just not expect to happen. And also another video that did really well, like under the radar, was this alcoholic milk tea video, 5,000 views, and it has consistently gotten me views since 2019. Despite me not putting, like, I did put a lot of effort into this one, but I guess one of the disappointing things in terms of myself, so you can kind of see the views have been just gradually going up. So it's one of those long-term videos that eventually picks up. And once people pick it up, it slowly will just generate more views over time because it's long-term. It's not based on a specific trend, like that runs out. But the problem with that video was that basically I don't make food videos. And when I tried that one, I know that it got me a few subscribers to start, and then a lot of the subscribers fell off because this is not a food channel. So you can kind of see that, again, a channel needs to also be consistent with the content. And I guess when I'm promising things like bubble tea, hopefully they're not thinking that they're going to see more bubble tea, and hopefully people don't just get stuck on the one thing, because I am generally someone with a very, very diverse set of opinions, a diverse variety of things I want to do, like reaction videos, like talking about Korea. But I also really care about cultural interviews. I care about Western media. I care about a lot of things. And hopefully that, you know, I'm on the journey to 400 subscribers. I've only got 383, but I'm getting slowly to 400. And that, as I hit those small milestones, it's going to be just a tiny confirmation in my mind that I'm doing right. And I just want to keep going. I need to tell myself that it takes time, it takes time, it takes time. So guys, just to recap, you can kind of see that reaction videos are still doing well for me, and that I should still do them. The earlier the better, and I should still do them because they still generate me views and they're generating me watch hours, which will get me to that 4,000 hour watch goal. And hopefully we'll eventually convert into subscribers as well, but the watch hours are really the priority. I'm trying to grow that as much as possible, however I can. While I'm going to do these reactions, hopefully I still make myself time for those videos that take a little bit more effort, which are those education ones which require a little bit more thought, a little bit more explanation. But hopefully those ones will allow myself to build a bit more credibility, a bit more authority, a bit more trust with my, and that I'm not just a reaction channel, and a bit more than that. Thanks so much guys for watching me kind of review my analytics for January. I did want to try and start this analytic report as a mental note for myself, but also as just some kind of guidance, or it's also some support for you guys that have very small channels and you're trying to grow, or maybe you have similar problems like me, similar content like me, and you just want to see what's going on, or you're just curious about, you know, looking at the data from the analytics and trying to generate patterns, generate ideas, and think of where to go next. And if you guys do have any questions or want me to look into a particular part of the analytics, please comment, let me know what you want to know, because I'm very open about my results. As you can see, I'll show you guys anything. So please let me know what you want to know, and I'll try and work on that. I do think I'm going to try this kind of analytic report video. This is the first time I've done it, of course, but I'm going to try and do it a few more times because this is content I want to talk about, and it's something that I naturally have to do, where I look at my results and I think, okay, what went wrong, what went well, and what should I change, what should I do the same? And hopefully this provides support for you guys, and hopefully you get a kick out of it. Thanks so much for watching my analytic report for January. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, please subscribe, of course, and hit the notification bell thing so that, you know, you get a notification whenever I post one of my many, one of my videos, and hope to see you guys next time, and good luck on your channels. Seriously wish you all the best in 2021. Thank you.